Hey, Talo Falava, Leotawa Dr. John Peterson here, TE2 Edge Sports Cards, coming at you live and direct from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Hope everybody's doing well out there and staying warm. It's been cold up here in the Twin Cities. Last couple days have been below zero, so it's been a little chilly for December. We got a little bit of a cold here today, so you have to forgive me if I cough a little bit. I want to clear my throat. And yeah, so we've got a 1995 96 Tops Stadium Club Extreme Basketball Box Rip. Haven't done one of these in quite a long time. Last time was this last summer, spring, and had a lot of fun. Ripping a bunch of product. Probably not the most financially wise decision, but yeah, it happens. Got to have some fun. And excuse me. And I had a lot of fun ripping some stuff that I picked up from Nick, aka Johnny Utah, and Chris down in Omaha, and some other folks. So, yeah, I appreciate those guys for watching. And definitely want to give a shout out to Matthew Greeley, Eli McCausland, any other folks that have supported my collecting and business and cards over the years, as well as other folks that have been here. Richard, of course, Richard Nicholson. Can't forget Richie. He's been my right hand man with the cards the last couple of years. Have had a lot of fun looking for collections, different places, and picking up things all across West Central Wisconsin and Minnesota, and getting into all sorts of interesting stories and card shows and that sort of thing. So, anyway, looks like YouTube has switched up a few things in terms of positioning on the feed here. So, excuse me again. Sorry, I'm gonna have some coffee here. YouTube does its updates, and so sometimes you can see who's joining the stream, who's not joining the stream. I can barely even see based on where they've got stuff positioned now, and my the thing that I put my phone in, the stand, makes it hard to know who's even on the stream. So you just have to forgive me if I don't respond right away. Hopefully, I can see some chat comments as they come through. It's super early. It's like 5:15. So I had every intention of doing this last night around 9:30, 10 after Matthew got back from the basketball game. But yeah, just didn't happen. I fell asleep at 8:15 watching the Wolves game against the Lakers, and I went to bed at 8:30. So that's the way it goes when you get older. I'm 50 now, so that happens. So this is before I rip this. This is should look familiar to folks. 95-96 Top Stadium Club Series 1. You're looking at, for inserts, 12 cards per pack, 24 packs per box. We've got Beam Team. So in terms of Jordan, Jordan's in the second series, which I do have a box of the second series that I can do later today or tomorrow. But Beam Team, Power Zone, Power Matrix, Warp Speed. That's probably, along with the Beam Team, the best cards. The Warp Speed Jordan is in the first series. I think it is card number 1 in that insert series. So there's 36 of them. So the odds of hitting one are pretty low. I mean, they're inserted at 1 in 36 Series 1 hobby retail boxes, packs. So the chances of getting a warp speed are pretty minimal, especially if it's a Jordan. But you never know. I've done it before. You got the Nemesis dual etched foil cards. Those are pretty cool. Those are in Series 1 packs. And there's a Jordan on one side, Joe Dumars on the other side. Jordan is the number one. I don't know if he's the number 1 card in this set. I think he might. Let me just take a look here. Yeah, he is the number 1 card in this set. So you could always pull a Jordan. The Members Club stuff mostly is related or relevant to factory sets. So you won't probably see a whole lot of Members Club insert related stuff coming out of this box. But they may pick up Members Club as it relates to base card. It's possible. There are some Series 1 draft picks. But numbers 1, 7, 10, 13, 14, and 20 and 21 do not exist for whatever reason. I don't know the story behind that. So anyway, and then there's the Wizards, which are inserted 1 in 24 Series 1 hobby packs. But Jordan isn't in that insert set, so less interested in that. All right, picked this up from a guy named Connor Cornelius. Connor, if you get a chance to watch this, big shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you. Connor is from Anago, Wisconsin. And yeah, met him on Facebook Marketplace. He and I actually, I've been to Anago before. It's been a long time. But he and I had some good conversation over Facebook Messenger. And, excuse me when I get a bag of garbage here so I can throw the packs away. Really cool guy. Appreciate you, Connor. Yeah, and hopefully you get a chance to watch this. I know you said you had to work late last night, so totally understand. Plus, like I said, I didn't do the live stream anyway. I haven't checked to see if these cards are bricked. I did put them in the refrigerator. They were outside. It was pretty cold yesterday. Last night when they got dropped off, they sat outside for a couple hours, which was by design. But hoping these are not too bricked. They don't look too bad here, but I did put them in the refrigerator just as a safeguard, in the hopes that they wouldn't be stuck together at all. And it doesn't look like the first pack that I reached into or touched was bricked. So we'll go. Excuse me again. Sorry for clearing my throat. Let's put these up here. We will go from left to right. Let's see if we get these positioned okay, so you guys get the full effect. Yeah, it's too bad I can't even see if anyone's on. YouTube, it's just, I need to get a new stand. This stand is not the best. I've had this since 2022, early 2022, late 2021, and just, it's not ideal. So I got my penny sleeves, got my Card Saver Pros, or Ultra Pros, Card Saver 2s, and then got some rigid holders, top loaders. All right, let's see what we get here. Let's go. Ah, shoot. Let's see if I can get it open this way. That's the thing, you know, it's just never easy with these cards, I tell you. Kidding, of course. I'll just cut this. Takes a little bit longer, but I'm in no rush. Even the slightest little, oh yeah, look feel pretty good. Don't feel too bricked up here. Even the slightest little dent in the corner. See, look at that. Can be the difference between a grade and an entire grade. So put the commons over here. I've already got some of these commons. That's a cool penny card. I don't think I have that one. Then I'll put the stars in another pile. Alonzo. Extreme Core. Chris Jackson. Mahmoud Abdur or Abdul Rauf. Formerly Chris Jackson. Went to LSU. It's a cool card. Got a Hakeem Extreme Core. Kind of toyed with the idea of getting into some of Hakeem's stuff, insert stuff from the 90s. I mean, he's a top 10 player all time, I think, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what kind of a market there is for Hakeem stuff, which can be both a good and bad thing. Glenn Rice, University of Michigan national champion. Sir Charles Barkley. Auburn. Cedric Ceballos. Where'd he go? Oh, he's Cal State Fullerton. Okay. Eddie Jones. Hot Rod John Williams. Ronnie Cycli. Ronnie Cycli, the Greek or Italian or something like that. I can't remember. Played at Syracuse. I think Syracuse. Did they win a national championship with him? Oh, I can't remember now. Yeah, don't remember. No, they were in the Final Four. I think maybe 86, somewhere in there. So I'm going to go pretty slow with this. So I'm not in any sort of rush. So if you get bored, feel free to jump off. It's not easy to come by these boxes anymore, especially ones that are not bricked. These look to be pretty good. So kudos to Connor for storing them nicely. It's a cool Detlef. Detlef, it was a pretty good baller. Reggie. Nice card. The checklist. A little bit of sticking there. A big dog. It's always a big dog fan. What is this? That's an interesting looking card. Inaugural Years. Byron Scott. Nina Raja. Bobby Hurley. Two-time national champion. Basketball. Or not basketball, but college, obviously. Basketball. Isaiah Easy Rider. Great dunker. Great scorer. Sean Bradley. BYU. Come on. Mark Jackson. New York City. Point guard. Came from New York City. Bobby Sura. Florida State. Another Cycli. And a Mark Price. So what you're really looking for in this product is that warp speed. These are kind of hard to open. I can get these open without destroying the corners. I did open a box of this about 6-7 months ago. Had some good luck in that one. So we're looking for Jordan, baby. That's trash. Bobby Fills. I don't remember these. Keith Jennings. These must be because the Raptors were a new team expansion. Bo Outlaw. Popeye Jones. X-Man. Xavier McDaniel. Bryant Reeves. Draft pick. Big Country. Fab Five, Juwan Howard. Mark Price. Jeff Hornacek. Hornacek was a good player. Wasn't that necessarily all-star. Maybe he made the all-star game once or twice, but very, very good shooter. Very good free throw shooter. That's definitely the way to go in terms of opening these up. Cut the top. Carlos Rogers. Antoine Carr. Playing card or whatever that is. Kenny Norman. Extreme Core. Mookie Blaylock? Yeah, it looks like Mookie Blaylock. Nice. Chris Webber, Extreme Core. That's when he was with the Bullets. little sip of coffee. Randy Brown. Sabalos again. Doug Overton. Gary Trent. That's an interesting photograph. It's like he's in a high school gym. Okay. Yeah, not much to really say about that. Sean Higgins. I think Sean Higgins went to Arizona, didn't he? No, Michigan, that's right. Michigan. He was part of that Michigan team that won a national championship. Glenn Rice. And Ramil Robinson, I think, was the point guard. Kevin Edwards and Hornacek again. All right, so pretty quiet so far. Pretty quiet. But you never know. Things can change quickly in box ripping. Yeah, so pick these up off of Facebook Marketplace. You know, the top Stadium Club stuff, still you can find, you can still find it, and it's still like not exorbitantly priced. I mean, some of the 90s Skybox products, Skybox Premium, Z-Force, Thunder, Championship, Metal Championship. I mean, it's just Fleer, hoops, tops. It's just gotten so expensive, you know, and it's hard to find too. So Charlie Ward, he was a quarterback for Florida State as well as a point guard. So here is our, that's a cool one. Looks like a beam team, Mitch Richmond. Nice card. Run TMC. So it gets harder and harder to find this stuff from the 90s. You know, at one time you could, oh, that's a cool Barkley Extreme Core. You could find this stuff and, you know, not have to spend an arm and a leg. But I got these for, I think, a pretty fair price from Connor. That he thought he did me right. Leslie Person. Big Country again. Danny Ferry. I think he was National Player of the Year, if I'm not mistaken, for Duke. Kevin Edwards. And Hot Rod. Not Hot Rod, but Rod Strickland, I should say. They don't sleep on Rod Strickland. Rod Strickland was a good player. Nice point guard. So when this came out, I would have been 19, going on 20. No, 20 going on 21. Would have been a junior in college. I actually studied in Spain that year, so I wouldn't have been even in the country to even buy these cards. So let's just hope I mean, a Jordan base and a PSA 10 is about $175, $200 card. You know, I mean, sometimes those are the grains of rice we live on as people who collect cards and buy. That's a sweet card. Transaction, Kendall Gill. He was a really good player. Big guard, big two guard, went to Illinois. But yeah, I mean, it's just like when you open up boxes, you're not going to get your money back typically. So, but I think you do better on these older boxes than you do with modern stuff. I think the modern stuff is just a complete ripoff. You might spend $800 on a box and get $200 in product. This is actually value-wise, if that. So I don't. The only modern product I ever buy is 2020. So that's Edwards' rookie year. Edwards and Maxey, Halliburton, Theo Ratliff, Vassell, and LaMelo. Yeah, those 3, 4. Plus you got LeBron, Curry, you know. Another Strickland. Not exactly the best picture of Strickland. Dikembe, rest in peace, brother. Rest in peace, big man. Dikembe was a good dude. He probably did as much good off the court as he did on the court. I think he was a pretty philanthropic individual in terms of how he took care of his people, whether they be from his family or from Africa, from where he grew up and that sort of thing, or just generally people. A very good dude. Went to Georgetown. He was at Georgetown, came to Georgetown maybe a year or two after Alonzo Mourning was there? I'm pretty sure those two played together at Georgetown for John Thompson for a little while. Felton Spencer. He was a Timberwolf. I think the Timberwolves drafted him in Louisville. Vlade Divac. Little did we know that this time that Vlade would be traded to Charlotte for a young high school phenom named Kobe Bryant. Marty Conlon. Jerome Kersey. That's a cool card. Sean Kemp. Yeah, I think Sean Kemp's a little underrated. He should be in the Hall of Fame if he isn't already. Jalen Rose. Always loved Jalen Rose. Man, been a Jalen Rose fan since the jump. Fab Five. Armand Gilliam. KG. There we go. I don't have that card. I was kind of hoping I would pick that one up. Fun. I don't know what this is worth. Looks good though. Man, KG looks so young in that photograph. Just a kid. Well, he's coming right out of high school, I suppose. He was the first to come out of high school directly into the NBA from high school since Moses Malone in 1970. Malone was 74, 75. I think Malone's rookie card is 76. So I'm thinking Malone went straight from high school to the NBA in 75. That 75 draft. So KG was the next to do it after Malone. Went to Farragut. Yep, Farragut Academy. I think he's a top 20 player all time. Top 5 power forward for sure. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I think he's top 20. He might be 19 or 20 all time. We got here Sean Higgins and Danny Ferry again. Okay, we're into the second stack here. So far, we're not doing too bad. Got one KG. Got one card worth potentially grading, I think. Kind of tempted to put that Sean Kemp Extreme Core card in a semi-rigid and see if I can get that graded too. We'll see though. Thing is, if you get a 9 on that Kemp, you're hammered. Just like getting bombed at the bar. Anthony Avent. Seton Hall. Jeff Turner. Oh yeah, Jeff Turner. He was a pretty big guy, 6'9". There's Penny. Rodney Rogers. I'm so pleased that these are not bricked. Rodney Rogers, Transaction. Nice. Got a DC, Derek Coleman, Extreme Core. That guy was a nice power forward back in the day. Lefty. Syracuse kid. Played with Ronnie Cycli too. Ronnie Cycli and Sherman Douglas, I think, was that crew. And maybe Billy Owens. Was he in that mix too? Billy Owens? Tim Perry. Tim Perry was a Temple kid. The Chief. Robert Parrish. Where did Robert Parrish go to college? Centenary. Shit, I ain't never heard of Centenary. What year was that? This guy played a long time. You got to respect the Chief. Tyrone Hill. Where's he from? Xavier. And Bobby Sura again. He kind of didn't really do. People thought he was going to be better in the NBA than he was. Ben Baker. It was a good player, all-star. Another, this is like 3 Danny Ferries. Chris Smith, jeez, Danny Ferry. That's not Jordan. Take 3 base Jordan cards out of this box. You know? Been picking up a few Jordans here and there over the last couple months. Kind of going the singles route. Okay, and a few. Got a pile of stuff that I need to send in. I'll do a separate grade, pre-grade, and grade reveal on that, though. So I won't be showing those for quite a while. These cards are looking pretty money. No breaking. Danielle Marshall. Flying Dutchman. Rick Smith. I actually met this guy one time in Milwaukee on court. I think I got his autograph, possibly. And, dude, he's so tall. 7'4". I mean, it was just ridiculous. I think he's 7'4". Yeah, 7'4". It's just, I mean, it was just incredible how tall he was. I was probably like 13. Reggie Miller. Ooh, the Admiral. David Robinson. Extreme. I wonder if there's a Jordan Extreme Core. It's pretty cool. I like that. Hey, there we go. Timmy Hardaway. The T in TMC. Tim, Mitch, Chris. Antonio Davis. I like this guy's play. Oh, we got a Wizards there. Who do we want for Wizards? Probably Jason. Probably a Penny. Probably Penny Hardaway. That's what we'd be looking for Wizards. Let's go Wizards. Terry Cummings. Oh my God, Terry Cummings. This guy played forever. Nice career. Power forward. Started off with the Clippers, I think, back in the early 80s, and then went to the Bucks and had a really nice career there with the Bucks. 48th in all times. I mean, Terry Cummings is kind of slept on. This guy was good. Bobby Hurley. Okay, let's see what we got for this. Let's go this way. Wizards. Kenny Anderson. Kenny Anderson. He of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Right? Ooh, sweet card. I like that. Oh, Wizard. Probably put this in a penny sleeve. I think Kenny Anderson, I think he also was a New York City kid. In that long line of very impressive point guards from New York City. So you got Kenny Smith, Mark Jackson, Kenny the Jet Smith. Shit, I might even get this graded. You never know, brother. Might even get this graded just for fun. Do a special on this one. Get it graded for like $15. See what comes back as. We'll see. Yeah, but man, Kenny Smith or Kenny Anderson. Whew. College-wise, I think he was first-team All-American, if I'm not mistaken. That boy could ball. He had a solid NBA career. Marbury, Starbury, did he go to? Was he a New York City kid too? Stephon Marbury? I don't remember. I don't recall if he was from New York City or not. Starbury. What could have been, right? What could have been with the Timberwolves if he'd have been a little more amenable to Garnett. I was fine that Starbury left, though. And the Timberwolves kept Garnett. Garnett was awesome for the Timberwolves. I'm a Garnett guy. I like Garnett. Garnett is one of the best, most passionate, most competitive players we've ever seen in the NBA. And I was happy for him when he went to Boston and got a ring. Darren Hancock. I don't know anything about Darren Hancock. Christian Laettner. Extreme Core Christian Laettner. Didn't pan out quite as well in the NBA, but didn't have a bad career either. I mean, college-wise, he's one of the greatest college players of all time. I mean, he might be top 10 college player all time, 2 national championships. I mean, hit the shot, heard basically around the world. So, yeah, but didn't have a bad career. I actually pulled a Christian Leitner, opening up a box, 2020 Mosaic, and I pulled this card, which is a orange Scripps. I got a cool signature, so I'm going to get that graded. I'm guessing there's probably a little bit of a Christian Leitner fan base out there, collector base out there, so but we shall see. So that's the Extreme Core. It looks like there's a Shaq Extreme Core back here. Look at this. Okay, good old Shaq. All right, let's get this in a sleeve. Maybe that's worth something. Man, I'd love a Jordan Extreme Core, if there is such a thing. Oh, the back of that looks clean too. Usually there's like edging issues on some of these top Stadium Club cards. This one looks pretty good. Wish I could see if anybody's watching. I can only see if people give money, if they like. I can't even see how much time I've been going. I need a new stand. I need to find one that sits up top and goes straight down. But oh well, it is what it is. All right, Greg Graham, Sean Elliott, Arizona, Bo Outlaw. Don't know much about Bo Outlaw. Houston, Hornacek, Iowa State, Brian Stith, Brian Williams, Dougie West. He was a pretty popular player up here. He kind of was like one of the more popular players before Garnett came to the Timberwolves. Doug West. All right, let's keep going. No warp speed yet, but we did pick up a Wizards. Those Wizards are, let's see here, Wizards are 1-24. Hobby. Craig Elo. So hopefully we don't get a Jordan in the first card, because every single pack has got that corner issue. Craig Elo, Washington State. Tim Hardaway. David Robinson. Rick Smits. Ooh. Grant Hill Extreme Core. Liking that. Grant Hill does pretty well, gotta say. It's not bad. Don't know if this is worth much, but we'll put it in a penny sleeve and a semi-rigid and check it out. That's kind of my process. I got basically 4 different categories of cards. When I rip a box, I've got stuff that I want to put in a semi-rigid like this to look at as potentially a gradable card. Then I've got stuff like this, which I put in the star pile, which I don't penny sleeve. Then I get something like this, which is a common, which I find something to do with those. And then I have some of these stars I'll put in top loaders and use that to refill the 5,000 count boxes I've got for card shows. So it's kind of a process, but it works out pretty good. There's a Derek Coleman. Kevin Johnson. Another Doug West. Dickie Simpkins. Huh. All right, so we almost into the second or third stack here. One more left here in this second stack. So no MJ sightings yet, folks. Have to be patient. just have to be patient. So it's a patient game of attrition, baby. It's a game of attrition. So this pack is a little bit backward here. Tommy Hammonds. Oh, Tommy Hammonds was Missouri, right? Nope, Georgia Tech. I was wrong. Sherm Douglas. Here, talking about Sherm Douglas. Syracuse, right? Syracuse. Yep, Syracuse. He was a nice point guard, though. Another Dino Raja. Kenny Gaddison. Alonzo Mourning. That is a sweet card. I was a huge Alonzo Mourning fan. So at first it was Jordan. Loved Jordan. Back in '84, like '83. I had the Jordan Sports Illustrated with him and Sam Perkins, saying they won the national championship. That was 1983, I think. 82 or 83. So Jordan, and then loved Hakeem. But loved J.R. Reed for college. Big J.R. Reed fan. And then Zoe, Alonzo Mourning. Wanted to go to Georgetown, play basketball at Georgetown. Thought that would have been a good spot for me. Needless to say, I did not make it. Sammy Cassell. Another KG. Ooh, 2 KGs. Okay. We'll take the 2 KGs. Man, if one of those turns into a 10 and turns into a $100 card, that's pretty sweet. I don't know what these go for. Chances of both getting 10 are slim to none, and Slim's left town, but it's always worth a shot. We got here Jimmy Jackson, Tony Kukoc. He's actually a pretty good player. Kukoc. Jim Jackson, Ohio State. He was a first-team All-Conference, first-team All-American. He might have even been a 2-time first-team All-American. That dude could play. He only played for like about 12 different NBA teams, though. I don't know why he played for so many NBA teams. Maybe he just wasn't likable or something. I don't know. He played for so many teams. I mean, what do you say, average? Just looking at his points. Yeah, I mean, he was good. I don't know if he was an all-star. Don't recall. Bloody Divac. Todd Day. Man, I thought this guy was going to be really good. The Bucks drafted him. Tall guard. 6'6". I thought he was 6'8". 6'6" seems a little short to me. Here he is, J.R. Reed. Another Hakeem. Hakeem the Dream. I had a poster of Hakeem in my room, my bedroom. Thunder Dan. After I stopped playing college basketball, there were a couple people that said when I was playing like intramural and stuff, you remind us of Thunder Dan. I don't know about that. Bobby Sura. Oh, Jason Kidd. Here we go. Is that a rookie card? Probably not, though. Oh, it is. All right, cool. Let's put that in a sleeve. I think Jason Kidd, top point guard, maybe top 5 for sure, right? We got Magic, Steph, Kidd, maybe 3rd. Of course, you've got, the magician from the Celtics. What was that guy's name? Really good player though. I mean, like really good player. Played with Bill Russell. I can't think of his name right off the top of my head. He was money though. God, what was his name? The point guard for the Boston Celtics in the 50s and the 60s. I'll think of it. He predated Bill Russell. Bob Cousy. Yeah, that was his name. Bob Cousy. You ever seen film on Bob Cousy? Man, that guy could ball. His shot making and passing and dribbling were insanity. He's like Pistol Pete Maravich before Pistol Pete Maravich. Jeff Turner. Detlef. Ooh. Dino Raja, Extreme Core. Dino Raja is extreme. This guy. Rodney. Joe Butler. Harvey Grant. Aaron McKee. George Zidek. What in the world is this guy? 7-footer. I remember him. He's a smart, hard-working pivot man whose rapid rate of improvement suggests even greater things to come. Scouts consider him an offensive center with a strong hook shot and a reliable short jumper. He went to UCLA. Bill Cartwright. Oh my God, Bill Cartwright went to San Francisco. How tall was this guy? 7'7". Bill Cartwright was 7'1". Damn. Allen Houston, he went to Tennessee. Yeah, he was a really nice guard. And Muggsy Bogues, pound for pound, probably the best basketball player to ever walk the planet, other than Michael Jordan. I wouldn't put him in that breath, but Muggsy Bogues played on a high school team that was just loaded, if I recall. I don't remember the name of the team, but if you do a little Googling on Muggsy Bogues high school basketball, you'll find that he was on one of the greatest high school teams of all time. Muggsy Bogues. Come on, Jordan. We need you, MJ. Let's go. Nick Anderson, also of Illinois, played with Kendall Gill. Terry Davis, never heard of him. B.J. Tyler, don't remember him. David Robinson, Extreme Core. Calbert Cheney. I was always a big fan of his guy's game. He's like 6'5", 6'6", Indiana, small forward, shooting guard, lefty. 6'7", yep. He was an All-American too. Kenny Anderson. Eric Montross. I liked him too. North Carolina. I think he's dead. Another Sura. Rick Fox. Where did he go to school? Was it UCLA? North Carolina, that's right. That's North Carolina. And Otis Thorpe. Otis Thorpe was on the Rockets back in the day with Hakeem. And Cassell. And Kenny Smith. I think he won at least one, if not two, world championships, NBA Finals with the Rockets. Those are the 2 years that Jordan was out of the mix. Well, 1 year Jordan was out of the mix. The other year he only played for part of the season, short part of the season. Byron Houston. Hershey Hawkins. Christian Leitner. Olden Polynice. Peeler, Missouri. Yes. Gugliotta, NC State. Yes. Bryant Reeves, Big Country. Don't mess with him. Roy Tarpley. Temple? No, Roy Tarpley was Michigan. How could I not? How could I forget? Otis Thorpe. Where did he go to school? Providence. Charles Smith. He was Pennsylvania. University of Pennsylvania? Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Okay, cool. So we went to Pitt. He was a good power forward for Pitt. I don't know why I said Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, I suppose. Oh, no Jordan so far. We're getting skunked on Jordans. Come on, Jordan, be in here. Let's go. Tim Hardaway. Kenny, the Jet Smith, receiving his NBA ring. Gary, the Glove Payton. The Glove. Bryant Grant. And Bryant Grant. Another Grant Hill, Stream Core. What could have been. The guy only had about 1 million ankle surgeries. It's really too bad. He was really, really good. He was unguardable for a while there. I thought he was going to be the next Jordan. Still a really good player. And his cards still have some value, I think. Hold some value. Especially if you get like some refractors of his. Okay, we got Kevin Duckworth. Lindsey Hunter. Sharon Wright. Charles Smith. What is going on with this? It's a Barkley. PZ. Power Zone. These are 1 in 36. Oh. Yeah, a little card loss up there, but that's a cool card. It's a really nice card. I like that. Oops, that Geiger goes over here. Fortunately, there's a little bit of card loss up here, a little sticky. Man, I love Charles Barkley. Big fan of his game. Undersized, but man, could that dude play. Those Power Zone cards are nice. I like them. All right, put Sir Charles in here. The round mound of rebound. Center that up a little bit. That's a fun one. So 1 in 36. Not bad. Not bad. So far we've gotten a Wizard and a Power Zone. No Warp Speed. Rain Man is in Series 2. And no Nemesis. I'd take a Jordan Nemesis. For sure. Okay, Sherm Douglas. Marty Conlon. Let's see here. Oh, there's a Big Dog Extreme Core. That's cool. Dude, this guy in college, he was a scoring machine for Purdue. Gene Cady. A Gene Cady acolyte. Billy Owens. He was a very highly touted high school basketball player. 6'8", big guy. Big guard. Mark Price. C. Weatherspoon. Sharon Wright. And Hot Rod John Williams. Last stack. Here we go. It's MJ or bust, baby. MJ or bust. Get that out of there. Todd Day. Ken Norman. The Glove. Crystal Jackson, as they used to call him. D'Antonio Winfield. Tyrone Hill. Popeye Jones. Charles Barkley. Bryant Reeves. Billy Curley. Rod Strickland and Ronnie Cycli. Ronnie or Ronnie? Let's go Ronnie. Well, we're getting down there. Still no MJ sighting. Oh, we got to get one MJ out of this box, right? Dale Davis. Dale Davis went to Clemson. Yep, Clemson. Malik Sealy, St. John's. Yes. Byron Scott. I have no idea where Byron Scott went to school. Kendall Gills, Illinois. Duke. Sabalos. Nope, don't know. Sean Bradley. Ooh. Ooh. We could have something decent here, folks. This is not an MJ, baby. But it is, I think, a Shaq Power Zone. Probably looking here at the Power Zone. It is the best Power Zone card you can get. So let us be very careful on how we take this off of here. Ooh, come on, let it be clean. No. Unfortunately, well, just a tiny bit of just damage up there and right there. Oh, shit. Otherwise, a beautiful card. Not a 10. You won't get a 10 on this. That's where your money's at. If you're interested in retailing it, but back looks really clean. A little bit of the upper right-hand corner, down left, bottom right. Not too bad. A 9 maybe? PSA 9? More likely an 8. But still a sweet card. Wow, the best Power Zone card. 2 Power Zone cards in one box. And the odds are, what, 1 in 36? We'll take it. We will definitely take that. Yeah, nice Shaq. I definitely will send that in for grade. I mean, I'll check out the breakdown in terms of grade. But really happy with that. I mean, in this mid-90s product, before you get to Kobe and Iverson and those guys, it's pretty much MJ1, Shaq 2, KG 3. You know, and then you get to 96, 97, and it's just the prices for the product get so exorbitant that you can't really even afford it. But you can still do 95, 90. I like this. 95, 96 is a sweet spot for me because you can still get MJ, you can still get Shaq, and you can still get KG, but it's not going to cost you, you know, an arm and a leg to rip some product to the point where you feel like just sick to your stomach because you just spent a bunch of money on something that didn't really produce for you. So I found 95, 96 to be a pretty productive year to buy product, whether it's Top Stadium Club or Skybox Premium. Hobby, of course, is better if you can get it. But I kind of like that 95, 96 slot, so to speak. Rod Strickland Extreme Core. Bull Outlaw. Oops. Horace Grant, Olden Polynese, Scotty Burrell. There's a Grant Hill base. Walt the Wizard. Walt Williams. I got 3 packs left. Shaq Power Zone. Yeah, look at these. I'll look at them later. At the end, we'll do a little review. Carlos Rogers, Antoine Carr, Big Dog, another Mookie. Oh, Kevin Willis. I like Kevin Willis. He's a rebounding machine. Tim Perry, Dougie Overton, Stacey Ogman, UNLV. Clyde the Glide, he was Houston. Okay, those 2. All right, 2 more packs. Oh, man. No MJ. I'm bummed we haven't gotten an MJ base yet. Kind of like everybody else. But no Jordan? Could it be a box with no Jordan? Is the Jordan heater over? It might be. We'll see. Bobby Phills, another Winfield, another Jackson, Cassell, Antonio Davis, Wesley Person, Sura, it's the first Stockton, Billy Curley, Danny Ferry. All right, last pack magic here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. The chances of warp speed are pretty limited at this point, given that we got 2 power zones. But still could get a Jordan base. All right, Marty Conlon, Reggie, Checklist, Ken Norman, Kendall Gill, Gerald Wilkins, Greg Graham, Gary Trent. Not seeing it, folks. Not seeing it. Well, there you go. No MJ. That's the way the cookie crumbles, baby. But we did do okay. Got these 2 power zone cards, which I think 8's at the lowest, maybe 9's at the highest. Like to get a 9 in the shack. We got a couple of these Grant Hill Extreme Core. Got the J Kidd rookie card. Got a couple KGs. Got the Shaq Extreme Core and the Kenny Anderson Wizard. I would say, I mean, it's hard to say right now because you don't know what the values are, but you get 2 10s out of these, a couple 9s, rest 8s. Yeah, you might make your money back. Maybe. Maybe. All right, thanks for watching. Peace out. One love.